स्वागत है आपका इंस्टा भारत।
Why is it that the CJI was removed from the selection panel of the election commissioner? What motivation could there be to remove the CJI? Do we not believe in the CJI? Of course we believe in the CJI. Why is he not in that room? I sit in that room. It is so-called a democratic decision. On one side, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Mr. Amit Shah. On the other side, the leader of the opposition. I have no voice in that room. What they decide is what happens. So the first question, why is the Prime Minister and Amit Shah so keen on choosing exactly who the election commissioner is going to be? Second question, and even more devastating question, no Prime Minister has done this in the history of India. In December 2023, this government changed the law. They changed the law to make sure that no election commissioner could be punished for any action they take while they are election commissioner.
Yes. Immunity.
Why would the Prime Minister and Home Minister give this gift of immunity to the election commissioner? Why would they need to give this tremendous gift that no Prime Minister has given ever before to the election commissioner?
Yes.
Mr. Shah is looking into the ceiling. Maybe he will answer this question when he speaks. And finally, why was the law with regards to CCTVs and the data that they contain changed? Why was a law put in place that allows the election commission to destroy CCTV footage 45 days after the election? What is the need? The answer given is it is a question of data. It is not a question of data. It is a question of stealing the election. Now, what is the result of this institutional capture? What is the result of controlling the Chief Election Commissioner and the Election Commission? First of all, we have a set of election campaigns that are tailored for the Prime Minister. 3-month, 4-month, 5-month long campaigns are taking place so that the Prime Minister's schedule can be fitted in to the program. Second, we have a Brazilian woman who appears 22 times on the voter list of Haryana.
Please. No.
22 times this lady appears.
एक मिनट प्लीज एक मिनट। आप नेता प्रतिपक्ष है, मैं इस तरीके से सदन की कार्रवाई नहीं चलने दूंगा। ये सदन है, सदन की गरिमा को बनाए रखें। आप सदन की गरिमा से बोलेंगे तो ठीक नहीं, जैसे सदन नहीं चलेगा। नो, गलत तरीका है आपका, नहीं होगा। आप ले रहिए, आप ले रहिए। नहीं, माननीय प्रतिपक्ष के नेता, आप पहले अपने सदस्यों को समझाइए। नहीं चलेगा, नहीं, ठीक नहीं है। नो, नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं चलेगा। अगर आप
सर
माननीय प्रतिपक्ष के नेता, आप अपने सदस्यों को गरिमा समझाइए।
सर, बट
ये तरीका आप इतने सालों तक यहाँ पर हैं, ये तरीका उचित है क्या?
सर,
विरोध का तरीका होता है, लेकिन ये उचित तरीका नहीं है।
तरीका इधर भी
नो,
उधर का तरीका क्या है सर?
नो, सबका तरीका उधर से होगा, उधर से भी बोलेंगे, इधर से बोलेंगे, सब जगह से बोलेंगे।
Speaker sir, I don't agree with the showing of photographs here, but it is a reflection of our democratic structure. This is what is happening in our democracy, that you're not allowing us to show. This Brazilian woman has appeared 22 times on the voter list in Haryana. And not only that, there is one woman whose name has appeared 200 times, more than 200 times in one booth in Haryana. And it is very clear, and I have proven without doubt, that the election of Haryana was stolen and the theft was ensured by the Election Commission of India. I've said it again and again and again. Now, nowhere has the Election Commission answered my questions. The Election Commission has not told me why this lady's picture has appeared on the polling list. They have not told me why lakhs and lakhs of duplicate voters are existing. They have not told me why a BJP leader is coming from Uttar Pradesh to vote in Haryana. These are straightforward questions. And there is clear proof which I have put in front of the country. Right? But the Election Commission has no answer to these questions. And that is the result of the complete capture of the Election Commission by the people across the aisle. By the way, you're talking about SIR in Bihar. Let me say something about SIR in Bihar. Why is it that after the SIR in Bihar, 1.2 lakh duplicate photos are existing in Bihar, in the voting list? If you've cleaned up the voting list, why are there 1.2 lakh duplicates in Bihar? And we've not just proven this about Haryana. We have proven this in Karnataka, we have proven this in Maharashtra, and I'm absolutely certain this is how you're winning elections in Madhya Pradesh, in Uttar Pradesh, in Bihar, across the country.
Sir, Election Commission of India cannot be bigger than Supreme Court and Parliament of India, sir. Sir, may I point out to you, sir, the representation of the RP Act of 1950 and Registration Electoral Rules 1960 prescribe that inclusion in the electoral roll will be based on self-declaration of citizenship backed by 106 documents or entity prescribed in Form 6 of 1960 rules, including Aadhaar. Now, this is an act which was passed in Parliament, sir. Supreme Court, in its Lal Babu Hussain judgment, held that once an voter has been included in electoral roll, there is a presumption that they are citizens and they cannot be removed except by an inquiry into the citizenship of the individual voter and giving them an opportunity of hearing after informing the basis on which doubt arose concerning citizenship. What is happening now is that the Election Commission is putting the burden of proof on the voter. It is completely in violation of the Representative People Act 1950, Electoral Rules of 1960 passed by this House and the Supreme Court judgment of Lal Babu Hussain, sir. SIR, sir, has turned this head on its head and puts onus on the voters, sir. Sir, voters who were part of the electoral roll in 2025, instead of being given the benefit of presumption, are required to submit documents to prove the citizenship. The 2003 electoral roll is arbitrarily fixed at the baseline of which revision is being conducted. Sir, ECI is not a body empowered to go into question of citizenship. A power lies with Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India and Foreigners Tribunal created under the Foreigners Act. Sir, may I point out to you that what ECI is doing is wrong. Section 14A of Citizenship Act 1950, read with 2003 NRC rules, Section 4, subsection 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, prescribe just such an exercise of evaluation of citizenship to be conducted by central government. How is it the ECI is assuming the power given to another agency of parliament just by passing as you order? This is an occupied field. The ECI has no role to intervene. Sir, as per the ECI release, 65 lakh voters were included, whose names were included in the electoral roll after the commencement of SRX was omitted from draft roll published on August 1, 2025. After that, sir, several lakh voters where names were included draft roll were served with show cause notice. I have the copy of show cause notice that doubts had arisen on their right to be included in the electoral roll and they were asked to appear in person with documents to prove that they were entitled to be included in the electoral roll. So on what basis did the ECI issue these notices? How did the doubt arouse? Form 6 rule has been passed by this August House. How can the ECI do it? They are violating the sanctity of a law that is passed in this August House, sir. Eventually 3.66 lakh such persons were deleted from the electoral roll with no order made available in the public domain giving the reason for deletion. Sir, under the SIR order, these persons are to be referred to authorities tribunal dealing with illegal foreign migration. Now, sir, look at this, what the government is supporting the ECI when this 3.66 lakh such person deleted, the government immediately, which was the draft is published on 30th August and finally 30th September, this government came out with the new Immigration and Foreigners Act 2025 and was notified, and an Immigration Foreigners Exemption Order 2025 cemetery is promulgated the same day. Under this order, sir, no action under Foreigners Act will be taken against illegal entry, presence for citizens of Nepal, Bhutan, Tibet and Sri Lanka, Tamils, in addition to persons other than Muslims belonging to Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh. Sir, when Supreme Court is seized on the petition of CAA, government issues a foreign exemption order. Why? Because they realize that in this 3.66 lakh, there can be people more than the non-Muslim also.
SIR क्या है? मतदाता सूची का सुधार करने की प्रक्रिया है और वो कर रहे हैं तो भी विरोध कर रहे हैं, पुरानी मतदाता सूची कर रहे हैं तो भी विरोध कर रहे हैं। भाई मतदाता सूची पुरानी हो या नहीं, आपका हारना तय है, ये मतदाता सूची से नहीं होता। मान्यवर, उन्होंने कहा अपने लॉजिक के समर्थन में कहा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को कभी एंटी इनकम्बेंसी का सामना नहीं करना पड़ता। मान्यवर, एंटी इनकम्बेंसी इनके खिलाफ होती है जो जनहित के विरुद्ध काम करे। ये बात सही है कि भाजपा को एंटी इनकम्बेंसी का फायदा विरोध बहुत कम करना पड़ता है। हमारी सरकारें बार बार चुनकर आती हैं, चाहे राज्य में है या केंद्र में, परंतु ऐसा नहीं है कि हम 2014 के बाद एक भी चुनाव नहीं हारे। छत्तीसगढ़ में 18 में हारे, राजस्थान में 18 में हारे, मध्य प्रदेश में 18 में हारे, कर्नाटक में भी 14 के बाद हारे, तेलंगाना में हम जीत नहीं पाए, चेन्नई में हम जीत नहीं पाए, बंगाल में भी हम हारे। भाई तो तब तो ये मतदाता सूची बहुत अच्छी होती है, तब से नए कपड़े पहनकर आप शपथ ले लेते हो। उस वक्त मतदाता सूची का विरोध नहीं करते हो, और जब मुंह की पटखनी पड़ती है बिहार की तरह, तब मतदाता सूची का विरोध करते हो। माननीय मेरे दोहरे मापदंड नहीं चलेंगे लोकतंत्र में। जब आप जीतते हो तब चुनाव आयोग महान है, जब आप हारते हो तो चुनाव आयोग निकम्मा है, बीजेपी का कहने पर चलता है। जब आप जीतते हो मतदाता सूची अच्छी है, मतदाता सूची अच्छी है, और जब आप हारते हो तो मतदाता सूची खराब है। मान्यवर, मुझे कोई आपत्ति नहीं, इस प्रकार का भ्रांति फैलाए तो फैलाए। मेरा दायित्व है कि इस देश की जनता को एक ड्यूअल स्टैंडर्ड की जानकारी देना, जो मैं आज इस सदन में खड़े होकर।
तो उन्होंने कहा कि मैं अपना फ्रेम कर रहा हूं, मैं अपना आर्ग्यूमेंट फ्रेम कर रहा हूं, और इतनी देर बाद जब वो फ्रेम करके पहुंचे तो ले देकर वो वापस उसी अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मूल की महिला। अध्यक्ष जी, मैं एक महिला होने के नाते आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहती हूं कि एवरी वुमन इज एंटाइटल्ड टू हर डिग्निटी। वो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मूल की है, विदेशी महिला है, लेकिन उन्होंने कितनी बार आकर उन्होंने सोशल मीडिया पे कहा है कि मैं कभी भारत नहीं गई हूं, मेरा हरियाणा चुनाव से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है। लेकिन फिर भी ये लोगों ने बिना किसी ठोस सबूत के उनका यहाँ पे फोटो बना के उन्होंने उनको उछाला, यहाँ पे उनकी तस्वीर उछाली यहाँ पर और यहाँ पर प्लेक कार्ड यूज करना भी अलाउ नहीं है। इन्होंने फिर भी नियमों का उल्लंघन किया। मैं चाहती हूँ सबसे पहले तो मैं इस सदन की तरफ से उन महिला से बहुत ही माफी मांगती हूँ कि इस सदन में बिना कि उनकी आजकल जो पर्सनैलिटी राइट्स का भी एक बहुत बड़ा क्राइम होता है, उसके उपरांत उनका फोटो यहाँ यूज किया गया। मुझे बहुत खेद है। भारतीय संसद भवन की तरफ से हम उनसे माफी मांगते हैं। और ये देखिए, महिलाओं का हमेशा ये अपमान करते हैं, लेकिन हमारे प्रधानमंत्री चाहे बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ हो, महिलाओं को शौचालय देने से लेकर, महिलाओं को गैस देने से लेकर, महिलाओं को जो है वो छात्रवृत्ति, न जाने कितनी ऐसी योजनाएं हैं। कांग्रेस वालों, शायद तुम लोग ये समझ नहीं पा रहे हो, ईवीएम्स हैक नहीं करते हैं प्रधानमंत्री लोगों के दिलों को हैक करते हैं।
Your support is important. Please don't forget to subscribe.